What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan, and I'm BMAX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. This is a video I've been wanting to do for some days. I've calmed down a lot since I initially said I thought I was going to do this video, especially with the recent 300 subscribers on the channel. I definitely want to stay positive and stay thankful for everything. It's just unfortunate because I just feel so bad for my community at large. And I'm just kind of dealing with it and trying to go forward here. So just so you guys have a little bit of background, I live on Vancouver Island in Canada, which is segregated from the rest of the mainland in British Columbia in Canada. It's it's a difficult to get big groups of people together for things. Usually communities are a lot smaller. We have a gaming community here in Campbell River. We have a store, Paradise Games, really great store, really great people that I work with on a daily basis. I know them, they're friends of mine. We've been going through this journey for 4 or 5 years now since the store opened. When I originally got into the store, I was more into X-Wing. I was playing a lot of X-Wing because I had just gotten out of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market's always been really weird in Campbell River. I used to play professional Yu-Gi-Oh! in Victoria. The Victoria scene was a lot more competitive, whereas the Campbell River scene was always like 10 sets behind. So unfortunately, there wasn't a huge amount of people who wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I ended up getting out of Yu-Gi-Oh!, getting into X-Wing, which I really enjoyed, and then getting into Legion as well as kind of a side hobby. I worked my way back to card games with Star Wars Destiny, which was a really cool dice and card game. I still have all my stuff. It's a great game, but it was unfortunately canceled after 10 sets by FFG, the same company that makes X-Wing and Legion. So it was, I liked those other games. The setup took a lot more. So I was looking for a card game. I'm not a big Magic player. Like, I like Magic. I've played it before. It's interesting. I will definitely sit down and play Magic. I just didn't want to do something collect Magic. Then my best friend, we loved Digimon since we were kids, and I had the original Digimon card game. I even tried the Digimon Fusion card game, which wasn't that great. But he told me there was a new Digimon card game. I was like, oh, card games, man, and they've done me so wrong. And I got into Digimon because hey man, Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode, Shine Greymon, and I was just like, you had me at those two names. So I ended up getting into the card game, loving it, enjoying it so much, wanting to do events. Now, of course, I'm a very small community. I play online tournaments, so I actually have competitive play. I play on my Brick City Discord. I try to. I don't really get a lot of chance to. Like I said, father of 2 little kids and got lots of things going on, and I work full time. And I do all these videos, so I don't get to practice as much, but I do go to tournaments, and I have done well. I've been in top 32 the last couple tournaments. But anyways, so my local Paradise got set up with a Bandai TCG store account so they could run events. Now, of course, we don't have a lot of people. So, we have a couple guys other than me that are interested in the game. They don't play as hardcore as I do, but they do pick up stuff, and I do play with them. They're my friends. And so we have a very small community, like a couple players. I don't know all Bandai's rules because they don't make it, very, they don't put it out there very well. But it seems our Bandai TCG account has been suspended. It's been suspended by Bandai permanently. They said to like 2099, some ridiculous, like 100 years or 75 years, basically. Has been suspended, so we can no longer do events. We can no longer do pre-release. We can no longer do tournaments or anything else. They have cut us off, and I won't even get the stuff that I already applied for. Like, I won't get any pre-release packs with my stuff, which is already 2 weeks late. Like, forget getting it on release. I haven't even got it yet, and it's gonna be a week after release by the time I get it. And no pre-release packs, no nothing. So, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. Love to hear your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. I just want to talk about what happened and how I feel like this is the person who did this did a big disservice to the community. So I was just talking about how, we can't run events. Like we'll have a couple people, but we don't have enough people to run a proper event. I figure you need at least 4 to 6 people to run an event. I think minimum is supposed to be 8, but I'm being generous there because I will try to run an event with 4 or 6 people. Well, there's only really like 3 of us, maybe 4 that are interested in playing the game, and we are not always free at the same time. So generally, I did all the store signups. I would put events online, talk to my friends, say, let's put it on this date, and we'll see what happens. If we can get people interested, if we can get other people coming down, we can run an event. So I put all these events on, tournament events, Halloween events, and then if no one shows up, we just come in, we buy our event entry and we get our packs, and then we go and just play casually, and we don't bother running the event because we can't do it. And generally, in the cases of store tournaments, because a lot of the product is free, pre-release stuff is free, Halloween event stuff is free. In the case of tournament kits, I will buy the tournament kits from the store so they don't have to be on the hook for that, because they're like $60 tournament kits, $50 to $60 tournament kits. They're on the hook for that, and if no tournaments get run, you get 2 tournament kits a month. That's $100 you're not making. So I, as a supporter of the store, as a community member, said, hey, I will buy these kits and I'll hold on to them. And then if we do a tournament down the road, I can just bring them and they can give me some value back for the tournament kits. That way the store's not on that was what I was doing to make sure my store stays around. I don't have to do that, but I was trying to be nice, and you're not supposed to sell those. So, I mean, there is that case, but I'm trying to make sure that the financial burden does not fall on my store because I want to run events and I want to get these packs and stuff like that. And so we did stuff like that. Like if we keep a kit there for tournament stuff, and we then take that kit and we pay the price for an entry. We'd get our pack, we'd go our ways, but then with the extra kits, I would just purchase those in order to relieve the financial hardship of the store, because I want my store to stay around for a long time. I want my community to stay around for a long time. So what happened, I guess, is according to Bandai, who never informed us of the suspension or why this was happening, they just suspended our account. We tried to talk to them, and they basically informed us that, hey, someone basically had come into the store for an event, had not signed up for the event, because I would have seen that there was people signing up for the event and we would have gone, okay, well, let's try and run an event. Then they did not sign up for the event. They did not call the store and about the event. And this was someone, who was not in town, who's from out of town. So they just expected to just show up and be able to go to an event in another town. Well, you don't really do that. You should make sure you know what's going on, because things happen and different things happen, and there's community postings and stuff like that. So basically, I wasn't around because I thought we weren't running the event because nobody had signed up, and I knew my other 2 friends were busy. So this person decided that he was going to disparage the store by basically, and because one of the employees told him that I usually run the events and I have all the product. Well, yes, I do. I have the product there waiting to do events when able. And they decided to disparage my store, my friend's store, by reporting to Bandai that I was just getting all the stuff. And they decided that they were going to disparage not only, and I think they were given information to talk to me, but they didn't bother to reach out to me and talk to me. They just decided to go and run with it. They decided to insult the store. They decided to disparage the store, disparage me, and basically get us suspended. And now I just do Digimon, so this is on one thing. But now with the store's account being suspended, we have a group of people in town that like One Piece. There's not a lot of them, but they really like the One Piece card game. Now that the store is suspended, if they band together and get enough people and want to run an event, they can't do it because we can't get One Piece support now, because the Bandai account counts for all of those Bandai properties. So now we're fighting and trying to say to Bandai, like, well, why did this happen? Like, why did you take the word of this rando person that is not part of our community and allow him to harm our card community, our gaming community, because they didn't like they thought that they should just be able to just come down to the store and do whatever they want and like they're in charge. Like that kind of mentality just irks me. I never went to Victoria for a Yu-Gi-Oh thing without checking to make sure things were going to run. I was always in contact with the store owner. Hey, I'm coming down. Is this event still running? Yep. Okay. You got enough spots? Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. I never assumed that I was just going to get preferential treatment if I drove 3 hours to Victoria. So I'm sorry for whoever you were, what you thought. Is if that's the way you go through life, thinking that everyone needs to bow down and, just, give you whatever you want, you're going to have a very lonely life because no one will want to be around you. No one will want to play card games with you, let alone be with you. So I can't really help that. Like, I can't help, how you feel about stuff like that. But you could have reached out. You could have talked to us. I would have worked something out. I would have, hey, you came down. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I can, give you a tournament pack, a couple tournament packs to make it worth your time. We can get together. We can talk about things. We can set up a time where we can play a game. Tons of different things. But that's not the case. That was not the case with anything like that. It was very much, I'm going to attack the store. I'm going to attack this player. I'm going to get me and my friends. We now can't get pre-releases ever again. We can't get our stuff ahead of time and make profit on the stuff we don't need by selling it because we can't get it at pre-release. We can't get pre-release packs. I won't get any pre-release packs for my stuff that I waited 2 weeks to get. We won't get the holiday kit. We won't get so many other things and store tournament kits. And I am frustrated about it. And now we're talking with Bandai and hopefully they can work this out. I messaged them personally too, but apparently they don't want to hear from me as a player and someone who does the tournament things. They just want to hear from the store people, which is fine. But notify them, let them know what's going on so that they can give proper feedback and tell you what's going on, because taking the word of some guy who's not even a part of our community is not cool. Because if he wants stuff so bad, he should create a community in his community. He should work how we have worked to try to make this. We were going to do a demo event for Digimon, but now there's no point because how are we going to follow that up? Oh yeah, we did a demo event. We used these demo decks that we got. Enjoy the game. Let's do a store tournament. Oh wait, we can't do a store tournament because we can't get new kits. We can use the old ones, but we can't do official Bandai tournaments and have everyone sign up for Bandai. But hey, that's okay. It's not okay with me, and I'm frustrated about it, and I'm trying not to be too angry about it because, like I said, things are going great with the channel, and I appreciate that. But I just want just a message out there to people, patience is a virtue, and being patient with people is important. It'll help you get through life, and people like that who don't care about other people, like they don't have any sense of camaraderie or just general sportsmanship. They're the people that get salty when they lose. You know what? I lose and I don't care for it. I like to win, but when I lose, it's a learning experience. And people like that are just the worst people to play cards games with. So I know he's probably never going to see, or he or she or whatever is never going to see this video. But if they do and they know that it's them, I'm sorry, you should feel ashamed. You should feel ashamed by your actions and your lack of, being willing to have a conversation and try to make things work instead of just, being aggressive and abrasive and ruining the potential for an entire community to participate in Bandai events. So that's my piece on that. Watch out for people like that in your community, people that try to ruin everything for others, who don't have the wherewithal to just have a conversation and to be polite and courteous and communicate, who just basically want what they want now, and if you don't give it to them, they're going to make a big stink about it, because those are the people that will wreck your card community. And And there's so many, it's so hard to get these communities up and running and keep them up and running with the way how everything is expensive nowadays. So you definitely want to steer clear of these people because they can make or break a good community. But as always, a shout out to Paradise Games. Wonderful people, wonderful place. They do a great job, and I'm sorry that this had to happen, and hopefully we can get this sorted out, and hopefully Bandai will be understanding and let us share our side of the story. But we'll see what happens, and I'll let you guys know in a future video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, my ranting and rambling. Just generally, just wanted to talk about unsportsmanlike people, and that's kind of what this video is about. But looks like that's all the time for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.